Good morning. It's Tuesday morning. I came dangerously close to being sprayed by a skunk this morning. That did not make me happy. It was like 15 minutes ago and my heart's still a little racing, so I was probably less than 10 feet away from the skunk. And of course, my dog was desperately trying to chase it under the fence that it was going under, and yeah, it's just terrifying. Luckily, neither of us got sprayed. I love my dog. Sometimes I want to throttle him, though. Do not chase skunks. Anyway. Tom Zebra video. Mostly agree with it. Yeah, I think there is more to be gained by auditing the police than there is to be gained by auditing the post office. I disagree with the way he uses numbers. The number of people killed by police is not a useful number. It's the number of unjustified killings by the police that I think is a useful number. Some people deserve it. Some people need it. Some people are out to do suicide by cop. It happens. Just the raw number of killings is not helpful. Also, I am not a huge fan of telling people what they should advocate for or shouldn't. And if someone really thinks that the post office needs to be filmed, then all I could say is I disagree, but you do you. And I think maybe that's the point he was trying to make, was, I don't know what the point he's trying to make is. There was a lot of tongue-in-cheek, and it seemed like he was really hoping that more people would go out and film the police, but that's what you expect from an advocate. You expect them to advocate for their particular cause, or an activist, I should say. Speaking of advocate versus activist, done some thinking about Benjamin Franklin, and Benjamin Franklin haunts my comment section, saying various stupid things. I have called Benjamin Franklin out before. I don't watch Benjamin Franklin's videos, nor do I have anybody requesting me to look at Benjamin Franklin's videos. So I'm not terribly sure how big of a player Benjamin Franklin is in the community. I do know that Benjamin Franklin doesn't have his name falling out of the lips of the bigger players. So, who is really out to get publicity from who? I am not sure whether Benjamin Franklin monetizes his videos. I don't monetize mine. Clicks and views are less meaningful to me than most. Obviously I'm making these videos for a reason. That being said, if nobody watched, I would still make the videos. You may have noticed like 150 videos from Baltimore and Annapolis and Washington, D.C. while I was on vacation. Do I think any of you are really interested in that? No, I don't. But am I going to upload them anyway? Yes, I am, because I am interested in them. And YouTube is offering me a free platform to host them. And no, I'm not going to activate any of my other backup accounts, because people have a way of finding out things, and I don't want anything getting strikes or anything like that before I need it. Speaking of which, no, if you think anybody is me out there commenting, unless it says my name, it's not me. I don't have all the time in the world, appearances to the contrary. And I have never used another YouTube title, name, to, actually I think I accidentally posted one time on an alternate account. It wasn't in the First Amendment auditing realm. I think it was Anyway, one time, and then I saw it and panicked and logged out and logged into the correct account. So you can probably find it, that one comment, but maybe you won't. I don't know. Doesn't really matter. That was an obvious account, and I have others. Anyway, back to Benjamin Franklin. Benjamin Franklin says really stupid things. Number one, Benjamin Franklin thinks that I'm a bad attorney because of what I have said. Benjamin Franklin, however, is retarded because it's not what Benjamin Franklin thinks is a good or bad attorney, because Benjamin Franklin hasn't seen my work. My boss, who is an attorney, unlike Benjamin Franklin, has seen my work. And my boss has not only given me a raise, but a promotion. And yes, he did switch me over from a 1099 contract employee to a regular employee where he pays half of my taxes. But that was within a month, I think, of me starting there. So that was quite some time ago. But yes, I am actually an employee, not a contract attorney. And yeah, and the other there's a couple other attorneys who work there. They are contract, but they do their own work on the sides. They have different deals than I do. So anyway, but yeah, you don't know. This Benjamin Franklin doesn't know a damn thing, and yet is being all hysterical because, you know, hysteria and emotion just seems to thrive in this community. Ah, return the money to your poor clients. Number one, I don't take it. Number two, I do a good job. Other things, Benjamin Franklin claims, without evidence, that Benjamin Franklin is a case law nut. Addict. That's what it was. Case law addict. And yet every time Benjamin Franklin has had an issue with something I've said, Benjamin Franklin has not had the wherewithal to actually cite a case. I'm not even asking for a relevant case. I'm just not even a case. So there's that. And being a case nut addict is a pretty stupid thing to do. In the law, do you need cases? Absolutely. You start to pick up on what cases you need pretty quick. There's some benchmark cases, and then, you know, for any weird things, you know, you're gonna have to look up a case on point to try to swing the argument in your favor. But just sitting around reading cases every day, that's not a good way. That's not a good use of your time, especially if you haven't graduated college yet, let alone attended law school. So Benjamin Franklin is basically a person with no real insight, no real analysis, nothing really to offer to the conversation, and yet keeps poking his head in. And when offered the potential of a debate, actually, who asked for a debate, let me rephrase that, and then when that debate was actually offered to him, all of a sudden couldn't make excuses fast enough. Now, every single excuse other than having to study for finals has been batted aside. Any interview or debate would not be posted on my channel. I would not be getting the views from it. The interview or debate could be posted on Benjamin Franklin's channel. Benjamin Franklin's viewers, who are probably more used to a hysterical, fat, balding, middle-aged man screaming insanely from the last time I watched a Benjamin Franklin video. Oh, I'm told Benjamin Franklin has changed. I'm told this. I suppose anything's possible, but considering Benjamin Franklin's actions in my comment section, I would doubt that. There seems to be a lot of emotional hysteria. Oh, and here's another fun thing. Benjamin Franklin was overjoyed Benjamin Franklin agreed with a couple of my sentiments on my Ramblin while Amblin yesterday morning. Oh my. Well, if you agree with it, if you like it, then it must be good. And if Benjamin Franklin doesn't like it, well, then it can't be true. And I must be a horrible attorney. Well, not only do I sincerely doubt that Benjamin Franklin will ever become an attorney, I seriously doubt Benjamin Franklin will ever get into law school. Although who knows, maybe standards have slipped. But if Benjamin Franklin ever gets into law school, he will very quickly realize that the law doesn't give two shits about what he wishes it would be. And the judge isn't going to accept, I'm a case law addict and I think opposing counsel's wrong. Congratulations. Citation needed. And I don't think the court's also going to be terribly enthusiastic about an attorney who isn't going to want to get up and argue his case. That's kind of part and parcel with the job. And sometimes you have to argue cases you don't agree with. That's also part and parcel with the job. So there you go. Anyway, I've rambled on. I think that's the last time I'm going to address Benjamin Franklin. I think Benjamin Franklin gets a great deal of interest or pleasure out of being mentioned. I can't imagine why else he would seek out so much contact with me over and over again, like I give two shits about what he thinks. Oh, hey, look, here's an uneducated person who thinks he knows the law because he's a case law addict and yet can't seem to quote any, doesn't seem to understand it, and just gets emotional. Congratulations! Congratulations. You're totally an expert. I will wait with bated breath to hear your analysis. Anyway, I guess I'm a little cranky this morning. Sorry about that. Not really. Yeah. I have seen the Tom Zebra video. I don't know. I've seen less and less post office audits. Desert Sentinel pointed out one to me. I don't think he asked me to make a video on it, and he might be making a video on it, so I'm not going to go too far, but an auditor, one of the smaller channels that I don't follow, went into a post office that High Desert Community Watch had audited, and there were now signs inside that say no photography or photography is not allowed. Congratulations, you guys, you're winning. You're totally winning. Boy, that post office is going to cave any second. Any second. Congratulations. Oh, and then Jerry Bushman in the comments. Oh, it's an unofficial sign. They can't just photocopy a sign and put it up there. It's got to be an official sign. They put the USPS sticker on it to show it was an official sign. But I guess that's not good enough for legal expert Jerry Bushman. I swear to God, the crazy is strong in this community. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.